See, this is what I'm coming to realize. You can't heal in the same patterns that broke you. And what do I mean by that? When it comes to us men, most of us know we need healing. Most of us say we need the healing, but we keep showing up the same way that caused the damage. The same habits, the same reactions, the same old excuses. And then we wonder why nothing is changing in our life, why nothing is making us be put in position to win as men. This is why we keep taking L's, right? This is why we keep losing. We're not breaking the patterns. And when it comes to healing, man, I've talked about this in multiple videos ago. Listen, go to therapy, do things that's gonna, put you in the best health spiritually, financially, right, emotionally. Healing is gonna require new behavior, not new intentions. You don't heal by wanting better or I want to be better. No, you heal by doing differently. If the pattern was avoidance, healing is going to look like confrontation. If the pattern was silent, healing is going to look like an honest conversation. If the pattern was comfort, healing is going to look like discipline. Does that make sense? You have to have new behaviors, not just new intentions. Familiar pain is going to feel safer than unfamiliar growth, right? Broken patterns are familiar. If you driving to work and you constantly taking this same left turn, but there's a pothole in the road, it's a broken pattern. You have to find a new way because after a while, you're going to hit that pothole and it's going to take your car out and you're going to be late to work. Now you got to pay for a new tire, right? But just because you keep avoiding it every time you make that left turn, doesn't mean it's gonna be the same behavior that can fix you. It's a broken pattern. You need to find a new route because it's unsafe for you and unsafe for your car. It's only a matter of time before you just going through your day, something's going on, and you're not paying attention, right? Listen, these broken patterns feel familiar, but they feel normal even when they're destructive, even when they put you in danger. Right? Real healing feels uncomfortable because it requires you to act in ways that you never acted, doing something different, making yourself uncomfortable, right? But that's what you need to do if you want to get out of the same behaviors and the same patterns that's not put you in position to win. And what you need is that accountability, right? That self-reflection, that internal work. We're constantly chasing things outside of ourselves as man, thinking that that's going to help us cover the pain, right? Listen, when I was 100 pounds over and I would go out into the world, I thought I seen myself a certain way, right? But the truth of the matter is now that I'm on the other side, when I see them other men who, in their 300s, over 250, right, 100 pounds, I mean, hell, even over 225, and they're not. When I see them, I know the pain they're going through, right? I know the pain you're going through as a man because I know that something's broken internally, right? When you don't feel your strongest, when you don't look your best, right? Something's broken. You can put on all the fancy clothes you want, right? You can drive all the nice cars and fancy cars that you want. It still is something missing from you internally as a man. You feel it every time. You feel it every time you look in the mirror, right? You feel it every time that you don't get the attention and the love and affection from your wife, the respect from your peers and other men. You feel it, and you know it's missing, right? We're doing the same behaviors because we have not healed ourselves. We have so much in our mental closet. And again, we as men take on so much every day when we walk out into this world. But at some point, accountability has to be the bridge between damage and healing. You can't outsource your healing, man. You have to put the work in internally. You have to. No relationship, no environment, no motivation will fix it, right? It just won't. The real work, taking action, that is when you're going to change your patterns. That's when you're going to change your outcome. The same, we've heard this, right? The same inputs will always produce the same results. They just will. If you keep, and that can go both ways. It can be a positive thing too, right? If you keep showing up for the gym, if you keep showing up eating right, if you keep showing up for your spirituality, you keep showing up for yourself financially, right? You keep showing up for your family the right way. Those inputs are going to produce a positive result. But on the flip side, if you keep being comfortable, right? You keep not putting yourself in a position to stay healthy. You keep eating junk all the time, right? You keep being late to work. You keep putting off that oil change. Those things are going to go in a negative. Those negative inputs are going to give you negative results. You have to make it make sense. So listen, to start healing is providing consistency, not emotion, man. You got to be consistent with the work. It's good to have a little bit of motivation because that's lighting the fire, but you need that thing to burn, right? Healing doesn't matter when showing up differently does. Does that make sense? Like, your emotions and feeling don't matter. What showing up differently does. The action is what matters. Because regardless, until you change your inputs, those feelings are going to constantly stay there as the output. But when your reaction change, that's when the healing is going to start. When the actions of input and real work change, that's when progress is going to start. When your standards change on what you want for your life, life is going to follow. When you change who you are as a man, right? Life around you is going to change. But you have to get serious about healing. You have to stop asking why things happen, and you have to start asking, how do I respond? You don't grow by repeating what broke you, man. You heal by becoming someone new. And that's going to take accountability, and that's going to take you willing to change the patterns. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all. If y'all got any value from this video, hit the like button. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. And if you feel like somebody need to hear this message, share it out to them. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Much love. Peace.